Hi, welcome to this what you should do instead of the other stuff that you probably shouldn't do. So let's start. So what you shouldn't do is get the get the gnome buff for just for the damage and buff and reduction. But instead, only get it if you're going to actually use the door for good, of course. Not like you hide in the door. A- As you see, you do 25% more damage than usual, and you take 25% less damage. But don't use that. Instead, if you're going to get it, just open the door. And don't go ahead and just hide the door, because that would be cowardly. Instead, either use it and get inside, or help other people get inside. Don't worry about solving it for people, as it doesn't affect what happens on their screen. If even if you solve the puzzle for them, it won't actually solve the puzzle for them. It's just for you. As you see, there's still invisible barriers. The second thing you shouldn't do is spawn camp, because spawn camping is really annoying. It may be fun for the other team, but in, in all matter, it's just not really fun for the team you're fighting against, as if you were the spawn camper. Instead, hang around somewhere in the middle, or this area in general. I don't like spawn camping, but I still spawn camp. This is why you shouldn't spawn camp. When you're fighting against spawn campers, try to run, because then you distract a lot of spawn campers. And the spawn campers that don't, and you'll have to fight against less of the spawn campers instead of all the spawn campers. When that happens on the plant side, use Chomper. And on the zombie side, Just use Brainium Basher or Super Brains, or use the best sneaky ZPG to one-shot them. Whatever you do, don't stay inside the base, where you're basically defenseless and where they want you to be. Just also don't do kamikaze. It's a bad idea as they will just revive each other. Sure, if there's enough plants on the plant side, you could brute force your way through. But if there's not much, distract some. Just distract some enemies. Then go fight. And if you are going to go close to the plant base, well, don't do it for long. The third thing you shouldn't do is, well, just be aggressive and completely chase them all the way down to the base and, well, camp there. As both it puts you at a disadvantage and most likely if they're good at the game, you get destroyed. And also, instead, be more patient and wait till they come towards you instead, putting them at a disadvantage. It's pretty powerful as they get caught off guard when you blast them with something very powerful, such as a ZPG, which I inconveniently missed. Or a charged up Brainium Basher. Also, Chili Bean Bomb also works very well. As, no one expects a Chili Bean Bomb. It's easier to dodge something that you can see rather than something you can't. And the third thing, well, maybe the fourth thing you should do is stay in one spot for too long. After a while, sniping the same spot, your enemy will probably know where you are. So by changing the way you snipe, well, they won't predict where you are, so can't catch you off guard with something like P-Gatling, ZPG, or Flying Brainium Basher. And most importantly, the fifth thing you shouldn't do is, if you see a pretty skilled player, don't chase them with those launch pads, because it could be independent doom, especially if they're a cactus, that's, or they have like a very powerful ability. Because while you're being launched, your abilities and weapon are disabled, as well as your movement. Making it so you're basically defenseless. And randomly place potato mines on the spots where you would land. It's basically almost lethal if you're not an all-star. And if there's two of them, well, it is always lethal. Unless if you're, of course, a Z-Mech. The thing I'm not saying that you shouldn't do is use bugs. Because bugs in this game, well, they're actually pretty balanced. Such as, well, 80s action hero. You sacrifice your movement speed for a flight, and plus you will have a hard time moving up and down. Space Cat, although pretty hard to replicate here. You can't use your gravity smash anymore, which is a pretty powerful ability. And all other speed buffs, besides Imp and Chomper, no, pretty balanced. Imp Imp speed glitch is well too fast, same as Chomper, and having both of them chase each other is actually quite fun. Clipping out of bounds. Well, it's not much you can actually, not much offensive power you can do out of bounds. Unless if you do something, unless if you are like one of those annoying players who wait for the Yeti M to spawn, then do something like this. Also, you shouldn't really just buy anything with rainbow stars. You have to wait till you have around 1,000 because I think the double star multiplier appears and you can double your star rainbow stars get 1,000 that you can spend. It also takes a pretty long time to build up rainbow stars, unless if you're a pay-to-win player. Eh, that's not really pay-to-win, since all you get is rainbow stars that can only be used for accessories. And yeah, that'll be the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe, and see you later.